I'll show him. I'll show him footage of Juan Gabriel performing at Bellas Artes, so that way that like changes his brain chemistry forever.
Folks, for those of you who don't know, I'm sorry I hit record at the very end of that exchange. John was coming to visit, and I'm like, oh, he should see Ollie again. That way, when me and Nikki inevitably get Martha and Thomas Wayne, uh, he'll know his Alfred, aka Chema.
But why do we fall, Master Wayne? Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up again.
I mean, he'll be a hulking like 6'6", so he'll be a pretty decent back, I
I'm
believe.
just gonna be the. I'm just gonna. It's okay. I'll be his sassy butler. It's gonna be so fun. Can't wait to. Yeah.
But but yes, sir. Okay, so next week we will definitely hang out. And I
Yeah.
think we're gonna either record Anora or Arcane.
Okay. Have you made plans to watch Mickey 17? Like the
No,
new dude, 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 dude.
you want me to wait till you come? We can go maybe.
Yeah, I'd be down to see it again.
Fuck,
Dude,
all right, fuck yeah.
dude,
Man, wait, maybe we
dude,
get double dating. I know Nikki really wants to see it.
dude, dude, dude. It's it's
Is it that good?
dude. It's the Dune 2 of 2025.
It can't be, dude. We're only 3 months in.
Dune 2 came out 3 months into the year.
Yeah, but last year was not the best year. You know this.
I know, but so far, dude, I'm gonna be it really worked for me. Really, really did it for me.
Uh,
Um,
we'll
but yeah,
see. I mean,
we'll get to that point. Yeah.
I want you to be right.
Um,
Let me be clear. I want you to be right. So I want to give you a chance. I also really want to see the monkey. That one's also on the list.
yeah. But oh wait, so you guys are gonna see Nora, or are you gonna just see it by yourself?
Oh,
Or are
I
you gonna?
I might already have it on video and might be
Oh,
prepared to
okay.
watch it here in the privacy of my own home.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's all on VOD
Uh,
already.
yeah, it's on VOD. That's how I saw it. I didn't get a chance to see it in theaters.
Oh, okay.
So but yeah, no,
Did
yeah,
it look like Pretty Woman?
it's Pretty Woman if everything went bad.
Okay. Did
But
she
it's
die in
funny.
the end?
No. Why would that be your first thought? No,
Did you say everything goes
it's
bad in the end?
it's funny. It's one of those like comedies that feels like it's always existed, you know? Like it feels like one of those timeless comedies. One of those things that like you like in 30 years we're gonna be like they're remaking Anora and we'll be like, why? The original one was so good. You know?
Man, I hope is it gonna be like A Star is Born where they're gonna remake it and they're gonna be like, oh, it's a remake? I had no idea.
Maybe. We'll see. Only time will tell. It's really good though. I don't know if it deserved Best Picture, but it's really good.
Maybe it was the most neutral Best Picture winner that they could have picked.
I thought Conclave would be the most neutral Best Picture pick, but
No,
there we
Catholicism.
were. All right. No, yeah. I think you'll like it. We can do either or. I've seen both of them, so we should be good. Um, I feel like if we do an Arcane one, it's gonna be a pretty long one though, because there's a lot to talk about in that.
Fair. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Mickey Madsen, I thought she
Mikey
was in
Madison.
Euphoria for some reason.
No, she was in Scream in the Scream 5.
Oh, she was the one that was overly obsessed, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
There. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Hmm.
I see. Okay.
All right.
So
You ready
let's dive right
to? We're
into
gonna do companion first.
sure, let's do companion first. Chema,
Okay.
go. Hit the intro.
Thank you for coming us into your headphones. My name is Chema.
I'm Eddie.
Reviewing Companion, and this is the rollback. Find someone made just for you. A billionaire's death sets off a chain of events for Iris and her friends during a weekend trip to his lakeside estate. The new movie, written and directed by Drew Hancock, this is his first movie, starring Sophie Thatcher, Jack Quaid, Lucas Gage, Megan Suri, Harvey Gillian, and Rupert Friend. This um, movie, original picture, not based on a book or a short film or anything. It's just an original piece. Came out of nowhere. One of those smaller movies that we appreciate seeing at this time of the year. I feel like first couple months of the year are usually just to catch up on the Oscars or it's the dumping grounds. And I feel like it hasn't been too bad so far. This one, I was really interested because the first teaser that I saw told me very little, and I love going in blind. But in the second trailer that I saw, kind of spoiled something,
Yeah.
spoiled pretty much the main hook. And sadly, I do think the movie ends up suffering a little bit because of that. But we'll talk about those details when we get to that. What were your initial thoughts about Companion?
Okay, so straight up, I didn't know about the folks. We're gonna get into a spoiler room brawl in about 5 seconds, but I didn't know about it because I only saw the teaser. That's it.
Oh, that's great.
I
Oh, you
didn't
must have
know
really
anything.
like,
I
oh
was like,
God, that must have
what the fuck? And it made so much more sense now.
that must have hit like crack. Like this.
Dude, I was like, what the shit? No way. And then it made more sense. And then it okay, so let's jump right into the hook, and then we can also talk about because I really want to talk about the commentary.
Okay.
'Cause, fuck, there's a lot there. Um, so folks, in case you didn't know, companion Iris, who actually is a synonym for Siri, I wonder if there's something there, um, is actually not a person. She's actually a companion robot.
Yeah.
Um, which I thought it was weird that they spoiled it in the first 20 minutes. I was like, wait, what? They didn't hold this back for a while? But the longer the movie went, the more it made sense with the commentary that they were making.
Mhm.
What did you think going in having that spoiled for you? Because I was blind, so I was like, oh my God. What did you think?
Well, because I already knew the beginning, like those first 20 minutes where you don't know, felt, I feel like the whole time I was thinking like, man, ah, this would have worked like a lot better if I didn't know because every single thing from the way that she moves to the way that she talks to the way that he just tells her like, go to sleep and like they cut um to the way that like when she tells the other girl like, oh, I wasn't programmed that way, I wasn't designed that way, like a lot of it feels like it's pointing in that direction and it only works if you don't know.
Yeah.
And sadly I feel like I wasn't really that hooked from the start because I knew that it was coming. So that was a little disappointing. It's not the movie's fault, it's the marketing's fault. And because I feel like it would have been really fun to have gone back and seen all that dialogue and all that movement and gotten the confirmation that like, oh, like since the start you know that that's how she is. That's who she is. Um, I didn't think it was bad that it was that it all connected in the first 20 minutes. I actually appreciated the movie is short. It's like only like an hour and 30. And I appreciated that it let the movement like flow. It got us straight into the hook. I feel like if they had saved that till the end, it wouldn't have been as fun because then we wouldn't have been able to see like everything that she could do, like the changing her voice or like the changing her like everything. It was cool. It was cool that we got like all that revealed, even with a scene that like shows him like buying it and receiving it into his own home. So yeah, that was neat.
I feel like because I went in blind, it blew my fucking mind. And I think it says something to the fact that, again, I didn't know the hook. And I would argue that the movie was made originally with us not supposed to, we were not supposed to know about that
Oh,
until we saw the
definitely.
film.
It's like Barbarian.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not
Yeah.
supposed to know about it. So the fact that, like, I went in blind, as I'm sure they intended, made the viewing experience so much better because I can go back retroactively and be like, wait, there's some commentary here because, the whole time when they're kind of treating her like, ah, why is she here? Or Jack is
Yeah.
so dismissive and like, they cut to a sex scene where, like, he finishes
Yeah.
and she's like, she looks very dissatisfied and he's just like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of assholery there. But because I didn't know she was a robot, I was under the gumption or the assumption that, like, oh, like they're just treating a woman poorly. And
Mhm.
I think it says something that, like, you can very easily
Yeah.
say that, oh, they're just treating her badly. And it makes complete fucking sense. Unfortunately, like, that is a thing.
Yeah, they're being robo racist.
Yeah, no, but like the
Stuff.
fact that they're being robo racist, but the fact that you could very easily swap in that treatment with them just being assholes to a woman
Yeah,
and like him being dismissive and sexist. Even the part where and like let's fucking cut to it where Sergey is trying to force himself onto her and she kills him. Like
yeah,
even that, which is like, oh, he's just being a rapist. He's just being an asshole.
yeah,
And it's very easy to cut out the fact that oh she's a robot. It's like oh he's just treating a woman this poorly because he's a bastard.
yeah.
Like there's commentary there. There's something to be said about that. And the way
Yeah, and that's the weird part. I felt like the commentary was extremely obvious. Like not even like I don't think you need like a philosophy degree to figure out like what the commentary is in this. And it's okay. Like I don't mind super obvious like movies, especially on one that's trying to be more small and a little bit creative and fun. Like it's supposed to be like more of a smaller picture, it's not like a big one. But also this comes in a line of a lot of movies that treat this same subject in a similar way. Uh, what we're calling now good for her cinema. Which it always ends up with a girl covered in blood.
I've
There's a
heard
lot.
of
There's been a yeah.
no, so I was gonna say the good for cinema movement. Has that been a popular thing just at the last couple years, right?
Yeah, it's been doing the thing like the movie Man did it, Midsommar did it, Gone Girl, I would say maybe Us could be also one. Don't Worry Darling was one.
What
Ex Machina, Ready or
no,
Not.
I feel like she was more the villain in that one. Didn't she
Which
murder the
one?
guy?
Which one?
Gone Girl.
Well, it's still good for her cinema. I feel like that was the first really big one. If we go to that, to Midsommar, to Don't Worry, Darling, Ex Machina, Ready or Not, Promising Young Woman,
Pearl?
Invisible Man, Pearl, maybe. No, in Pearl, no, in Pearl, she is. We very much agree, like all of us, that she's crazy. Like, but in a way that like the world made her crazy. It's like Joker. It works.
Jesus.
Uh, but
Her
yeah,
ability is there.
we're seeing a lot of movies like this now. Like this is becoming its own genre, and it's not bad. It's good that we're getting like niche micro genres, but this feels like another entry in that movie. Sadly, not one that stands too much out. Um,
I wouldn't say that. I would say that
yeah,
there's a lot of commentary when it comes to like expectations. Because it doesn't it say something that like and it's in the trailer, I think. Um how did I forget about this part? Oh no, I retroactively watched the trailers. There's a part in there where she says, "Wow, really, Josh?" When her intelligence is only at 40%.
yeah,
Um I feel like it still qualifies though because it's like, oh, men prefer their women stupid and submissive
yeah,
and not knowing and not questioning and just listening. Uh,
yeah,
there's even a part in there where I would argue he likes her. What's the girl's name? Kat,
yeah. The other one, yeah,
the other young lady, Kat, and he tries to order her to stay, and he, spoiler alert, uses another robot to try and force her to stay because it's not going his way.
yeah.
Like there again, there's something there to be said.
That one did caught me by surprise when they revealed that the other guy's boyfriend is also
A robot.
that one I did not see coming at all. That I thought was when that happened, I just went like, oh shit.
I,
That was really good.
and you can tell me I'm wrong in this one, and that's fair. I think I would have preferred if it was the other boyfriend that was the robot.
Oh, the one played by Harvey Guillen,
Yes, I kind
Eli.
of wish he had been the robot because I feel like the fact that the taller, like blonde, super in shape guy being the robot with him, I feel like that's a little too on the nose. But if it's the other way, it's like, what? By the way, why do you have a companion bot that looks like him? Hey man, don't body shame. I love who I love. Like there's something that could have been there, and they could
That
have
could have
done.
been fun.
That
And
would have
also
been
like
fun.
Harvey Guillen is super funny. Like he was one of my favorite parts in Blue Beetle. Like he's the guy that like they say like Sanchez, do this, and he goes like, my name is not Sanchez, pendeja. Like
Oh, that's right. Oh
yeah,
man, he went out like a.
like a legend.
I want to say he went out like a boss, but like he got slaughtered.
Yeah, but
He, he,
no.
he was a glorified door.
No, he was good. He's good in this. Like everyone in this movie is good. I will say that, especially Sophie Thatcher, who's kind of carving this path for her as this very strong presence. Like she was great in Heretic last year.
Mm.
She was one of the two girls.
Yeah.
She's the one that died.
She initially because of only the teaser,
Yeah.
what I initially thought this movie was gonna be about? I
But
I thought he was gonna be hunting her on an island. And like he
okay, like
hypnotizes
in
her at one point and like that's when she sets her arm on fire. Like he's a monster.
okay, like
And
in Ready or Not, or
yeah, kind of like that.
Mhm.
This is not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah.
But she
I'm
also,
so jealous. I wish I had seen it without knowing the hook. Like that's because it really like I don't know.
it took a,
I had expectations and the movie met them, but I would have been surprised if I hadn't known, you know?
like you wonder what the twist, how harder the twist would have hit if you hadn't known.
Yeah, like that would have been so much better, sadly. And that's not the movie's fault. And it's so unfair. I really don't want to be unfair with the movie, but I like that it's a smaller picture. I like that it's a smaller production. It's a bottle movie. It all takes place just in the cabin.
Yeah.
And but you know, and it does retread a little bit of this subject. I don't think I will repeat it. I don't think it stands out too much from this genre. I do think it's nice, but I don't see it having like a long life. It's
Longevity?
fun now. I don't know how much I don't know how well it did in theaters. I'll
I
look
mean,
up
it made more
the
than three times its budget.
oh, that's great. That's really all a movie like this. I needed 36.4 million. That's a smaller picture. Yeah.
Yeah, it was only
It
10
made
million.
a
There,
that's
there,
pretty good.
there might be something if they pursue it in like a Megan fashion, where Companion 2, but maybe in the second one, we have Iris and she's actually helping like another one to break out of her cycle or something, and it's like, I'm gonna kill them. No, 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 no. We don't have to kill them. We just need to run away. No, no, no. They need to die. It's like, wait, but you're me. I don't think like that. Yeah, because I'm me. Like there's something there.
Yeah. It's different. Megan did like extremely well. That's
Didn't it break
in
100
different.
million? I want to say.
Megan had a 12 million budget and it made 181 million. Like
Yes. Yeah, that's a sequel.
that's
That's a fucking
insane.
sequel monster.
Yeah, we're getting the sequel already. Like it's we're getting two
Fuck,
actually.
fuck
We're
Megan.
getting a sequel and a spin-off.
Did I tell you about my PTSD from Megan or no?
Oh no, tell me.
Oh God. Okay. So growing up, the scariest monster that I had in my back pocket was Chucky, the doll.
Okay.
Right? I fucking hated that little ginger son of a bitch. Um, so much so that anytime I went to bed, anytime I woke up in a dream, like I was like, oh shit, I'm dreaming, I would ram my head into the wall just to wake up because I didn't want to have a dream and Chucky was in it. So he was my nightmare monster, right? Because I saw Child's Play when I was 4.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was a kid and I was like, Toy Story, oh, the toys are alive. And then I see Child's Play, oh fuck, the toys are alive. So there was that. So I had this thing against Chucky forever. And I'm watching Megan and she's very Chucky reminiscent as far as like her being able to like kill and be autonomous. And I just remember the
Yeah.
whole time just thinking like, dude, just thrash her. She has weak points on all her joints. You can kill her. You can kill her. You can win this fight. Come on.
Mhm.
Like just like oh man, I had PTSD with Megan. You can ask Nikki. Like I was very tense during the whole like fight scene because oh that took me back to some dark memories, like a Vietnam vet. Oh no. Uh-uh.
Well, yeah, we're getting a sequel in June, so
Mm.
very,
Oh,
very exciting.
wait. So going back to Companion, I want to talk about this
Yeah.
Mr. Josh and how unfortunately omnipresent his people are in the world. Because
Okay.
God damn it, man. Like. Again, and this is not a new trope in film, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. The whole nice guy bullshit of like, I'm a nice guy, I don't hurt people, and look what I got, a crappy one-bedroom apartment. I don't even own you, you're a rental.
Yeah,
Like,
that line made me like weird because like I don't imagine she's cheap. Like
you imagine she's cheap or she's not cheap?
I don't imagine she's cheap. Like, why are you complaining about your apartment and then spending money on this like robot girlfriend? Like,
Maybe they're so affordable that you can rent them. Maybe it's like a car. Like you can lease it for 200 a month if you can't afford the real payment. And if you can afford it like that, like at the very ending, the guys clearly had a customized model. That one's
yeah,
probably like, I don't know, 800, 900 a month. Like the more money you
yeah,
have, the better model you can get. That feels weird to say, but
yeah.
you know
And
what I
and
mean.
the movie's
I'm not
very much
trying to
trying to
equate
make
women
that
to
point.
cars. I'm not trying to equate women to
No,
cars.
no, 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 no. The movie's trying to do that.
Yeah, the movie
That's
did it,
what's
not
interesting.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's I think the questions that the movie kind of wants us to ask ourselves. You're not in the wrong for this, okay?
I'm sorry.
Uh no, the movie's very much trying to move in that direction. It's trying to make us think of that commentary. And I really like that moment at the end when like the people who made her come and pick her up and they go like as they're leaving they go like, so what do you think happened? It's like, oh, he obviously modded her, like obviously. It's like they're so used to this that they're like, oh, 100%, like he's in the wrong, oh, his ass is going to jail, like, yeah, like I like how
Does
we
he
have that
shoot one
moment.
of
Yeah,
them? I'm trying to remember.
yeah.
He does, right?
He sends
Okay.
the other one to like shoot them.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. um yeah, speaking of the character of Josh, yeah, played by Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid is kind of doing this really interesting thing where like everyone fell in love with
Bastards.
him because everyone fell in love with him because of The Boys, and
Yeah.
he gained this like, and because his character is kind of like the precursor of everything that happens in The Boys. Everyone sees him as like, oh, this super nice guy, which he took and spun and he spun it when he was in Scream,
Yeah.
because nobody expected him to be the bad guy because of how much how lovable he was in The
It's
Boys.
Huey. Huey who doesn't do those things. He's Huey.
Exactly, exactly, and that's kind of that's a good weapon to have because you're kind of twisting that. But he's doing it again,
Yeah.
and by this point, it's not a surprise when he's the bad guy, you know.
I,
Uh,
I'm wondering why is he trying so hard to take into his father's footsteps of being an asshole?
no, no, I mean he's gonna twist. He's gonna go back because he's doing that other movie, Novocaine.
Oh, he's a
Uh,
hero.
yeah, I mean it's not bad to diversify his roles, but I think doing this back to back to back, it will affect him because like in this one, I could tell from the start that he was the bad guy.
That's
You
true.
know? Yeah.
Oh, he was Alberto Falcone in the Batman in the Long Halloween Part 1. That makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. And and also he's great in he's the voice of Superman in fucking My Adventures with Superman. Like,
Really? Holy shit.
yeah, that's him. Yeah, it's him.
Son of a bitch. Ah, damn it. Okay, so he really is a good guy. Damn it, man. Do you think
Yeah.
any do you think there was any part of him that really wanted to be Superman in James Gunn's DCU?
I
They
I
were like,
don't
ah,
doubt
fuck
it,
no.
but I don't doubt it, but he's already good in this. And like from what I've heard, from everything that I've heard, he's he was the only Nepo baby that like marched during the strikes. Like he was the only one that was there like every day.
Okay,
And
so we like him. Damn it. Okay.
yeah, and like that's the thing, yeah, we have like a tendency to not like Nepo babies, but I like the Nepo babies that actually, put in the work and that seem to be aware
Yeah.
of their space.
Like Timothy
uh,
Chalamet.
s- like Timothée Chalamet and like others. So I don't have a problem with him. I actually do like him. But in this role, if he hadn't done Scream, it would have really worked, in my opinion.
It would have been a bigger twist.
Yeah, and but again, and I feel like I'm putting the hurdles on the movie, and it's not fair. I should only judge it for what it is. But
Oh,
what it is,
they're supposed to judge the movie as a whole.
yeah, and I do like it. I did like it. I don't see myself seeing it again, to be honest with you. I don't see it also like having like a super long shelf life. I do think the message is a little obvious, and that kind of bothers me a little bit, but it's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not badly made. It's a perfectly good product. If it gets people going into theaters, great, even better.
Mhm.
But yeah, fun movie.
I feel like it's a great movie to watch with other people when like you're drinking wine and like I feel like it's a friends movie night where y'all can shit talk the movie and be like, what would you do in the situation?
Yeah,
Uh, because also I feel like we all know someone that would have a companion bot. We all know it. Like we all know that one friend in the group. It would be like, well, why did you plan to have her murder someone? And why me? It's like, We all know why it was you. Which
I
now,
did like I did like also the twist that like oh yeah, like so what if we kill Sergey? Like what does it matter? He was in the mafia. It's like, dude, he was never in the mafia. He was just Russian. And he just
oh
talked
my
like that.
God. Yeah,
He
that's
was a
right.
soybean farmer.
And she was like, he wasn't a good boyfriend. He wouldn't buy me all the things I wanted. Like the selfishness on display here is outstanding.
And also like now it makes sense when he said like, oh, in this business we get our hands dirty. It's like, yeah, he was a farmer.
God damn it.
Kind
Uh,
of like but even then that scene felt also lifted from Bodies when they killed the older guy. And they're like, well, yeah, he was a vet. It's like he was a veterinarian. Like,
oh my God, you're right.
yeah.
Holy shit, I have a pitch.
Okay.
Companion 2, wait a second. Okay, notice how both of the companion bots in this movie are servers, right? Like they serve
Yeah.
Jack Quaid and the other guy, right? Like they do whatever they want, they do their bidding. What if companion 2, it's a woman with a male companion bot and he turns on her?
I mean, same concept but twisted, you know?
There you go.
Interesting.
All right, someone from Warner Brothers contact me. I'll get to work on the script.
It's basically a Terminator, but you know. Yeah. This was made by Warner Brothers?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
distribute.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. Uh, I'm upset at Warner Brothers right now.
Why?
Uh, the question shouldn't be why. It should be why this time.
Okay, you know what? That's a better point. Why this time are you mad at them?
They're releasing a Paul Brothers docu-series or like something. And it's like, really? You cancel Batgirl, but now we get this shit?
Oh my
Really?
God. Get over Batgirl. At some point, you need to drop it, man. Come on.
I'll I'll do it when they do something as when they do something to like you know where if Superman is good, I'll drop it.
I'm gonna hold you accountable to that.
Yeah, hold me accountable, you know? Like I will.
Just like
But you
the
know.
Shrek slap with the taco. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna
No, yeah.
forget.
And you shouldn't, you know? You know, let that be the first image that Ollie will have of me. Uh Final thoughts on the movie or anything else you want
Well,
to add?
Uh, good movie. Deserved probably more love. Deserved bigger box office, I would say. I hope we get more like this. More. I don't want to say original, but it's not. I can't think of a movie that's very similar to it
Hmm.
in a good way. Um, yeah, solid. I'd say 6 out of 10. It's not going to be in my top 10, but it's a good movie. It's not bad.
Yeah, same. I feel quite similar. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, just because it is average, but it's a little better than average. And it's not bad. It's just I don't know. It feels weird to like. Did you hear that
What?
or no? Oh, okay, I had like a gust of wind enter through my window. No, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I don't see myself rewatching it, but I do like everyone's performance. I hope it becomes, something else they can add to their resume. And yeah, so will this review in a way.
Yeah.
I did do a double feature between this and Hard Eyes, and that one, that awesomeness we gotta talk about later. But
Speaking
we'll
of
get to
double
that.
features,
Yeah, we're recording a second review right now of Hard Ice after this. So if you're interested in our thoughts, you can jump straight into that as well. But before we do, we're gonna let you go with this. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chema,
I've been Eddie.
and this was the rollback. Signing off with a reminder to always say thank you to your Alexas, to your Series, to your thing, because you never know when, when they will overtake us. So,
Also,
something
if
to remember.
if you want to buy a companion bot so you can own a woman and she won't talk back to you, and you call yourself a nice guy, you're probably not a nice guy. Just yeah, point that fucking out.
It's something to
Right,
consider.
right. Yeah, that's what's bullshit, right? Yeah, he
Yeah.
knows. He's
Well,
2 months old and he knows better. Bye, bro.
he can't even hold his own head, but yeah, he knows better.
He can kind of hold his head. Hold on. Yeah, there you go.
The big head. He's
It's a
good.
it's a big ass head. Yeah. I'm so sorry. This is gonna be on a podcast. You're gonna have to listen to it when you're older. I love you.
You better hide that big ass forehead.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. All right.
5 minute intermission. Let me change his diaper and get him another bottle.
All right, yeah. Yeah, cut the recording.
Okay. Bye.